Hi, welcome to the Baby2Sleep Father's Day mini-series. This week I'll be sharing some top tips with you on how we can encourage and support new dads on their journey into parenthood. For us mums, it becomes much more naturally because we have the oxytocin that's released while we're actually in labour. This is the love hormone that cements and creates those bonds. It produces while we're breastfeeding through skin to skin, and all these incredible things that are just naturally there for us mums. These things come a lot harder to dads because, well, for one, they don't go through labour. So they got to work harder to be able to get that oxytocin to release. And that can be done through skin to skin, but it can also be one of those things where dads think, well, how am I supposed to get to that point because baby needs to be with mum? That's going to help milk production and all these things. So sometimes dad can feel a little bit sidelined. Okay, that can lead to a bit of resentment, and it can also be a trigger for low mood, which is something we don't want to do. Okay, so if that does happen, that can lead to a bit of resentment in the relationship at a point when actually together you need to be really strong and supporting each other. So over the next few days, I will be sending out some top tips on how to help dad feel needed by both baby and by mum. We all love to feel needed. You know, it's who we are, it's in our nature. We can't help but want to feel like we're helping and that we are valued. Okay, so I think for dads, the fact that they aren't physically able to produce milk or whatever that keeps that baby alive, that in itself can be quite disheartening, and it can feel like a bit of a separation barrier from how do they get to that point from being over here to how do they connect, especially when us mums, we sort of pretend that we've got it all together. I say pretend, we might look like we've all got it going fine when actually we're just kind of like ducks paddling under the water. We obviously don't have it all together at all. So what I'm also going to be doing is giving you some tips and tricks as well on how mums, we can actually ask and accept help from our partners. And it's a really important point that we actually do that, okay? So I do know all too well, though, that frustration when you've been at home all day with the kids, everything's set up ready for bedtime, and literally 5 minutes before you're about to head upstairs, dad comes in, woohoo, hi, daddy's home, and baby or child goes, away, hey, daddy's home, and then suddenly bedtime's gone out the window and you're there feeling really stressed and really frustrated and really resentful and thinking, I've got to pick up the pieces here and I've got to get this child wound down and I've got to find a way to get them to bed while dad goes off and does whatever he wants and you're feeling really wound up, okay? When actually it's been nice if we could flip that a little bit and be looking at that and going, do you know what, I've been at work all day and this is a really nice time for them to bond together and to look on it as a happy moment. And it's something that's actually really hard when we're tired and we haven't put this into place. So by putting some strategies into place and communicating and putting some taking some of the top tips that I'm going to put together this week for you, that might just help keep those lines of communication open, help bonding with dad and your child as well, while also helping your relationship at the same time. Okay, so I've got lots of things to talk about this week. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see how you think at the end of the week. By all means, join the Baby2Sleep village. Keep us updated on how you're feeling about things. Keep those lines of communication open with other parents as well. Okay, I hope you enjoy.